Sanjay Jha joining the debate. Sanjay, sorry, Gaurav Bhatia, we have you back finally. Thank God for that. Manoj Jha of the RJD.
Can I please respond to what Mr. Siddharth Nath Singh said?
Did you hear him? Okay, go ahead. Go ahead then. Fine, go ahead.
Yeah. There is one thing common about the Godhra riots and the Muzaffarnagar riots, and the common part is the involvement of BJP. There is one thing peculiar about Mr. Modi, that he facilitated the Godhra riots and then he felicitated the two MLAs in Muzaffarnagar riots. Now, Mr. Siddharth Nath Singh was talking about secular credentials. What Mr. Mulayam Singh Yadav today did was, he wanted to show that here is a person who believes in excluding everybody and just talk about a certain sect. I was looking at the numbers, and in UP, out of the 403 seats that the BJP candidates contested, there was only one minority candidate. Out of the 4 states that went into poll, there were 600 seats.
Don't preach secularism. Don't preach secularism, Gaurav Bhatia. Don't preach secularism, because your government in Uttar Pradesh, only recently issued a notification. Please hear me. Your government in Uttar Pradesh. Now, Gaurav, listen to me. Gaurav, listen to me.
I want to come to development.
Gaurav, you can't set the terms of the debate on your own. You have to answer my questions. Gaurav, 1 minute. 1 minute. Your government, you can't just, this is not, this is a debate, it's not a game of kabaddi where you run on the other side, you place your mark and you come back and take your stand. So Gaurav, your government in Uttar Pradesh only recently issued a notification that provided compensation to only a certain community after the Muzaffarnagar riots. The Supreme Court asked the government to withdraw the notification, which the UP government did. So, having done something as terrible as that, I think you are in no position today. I think you are in no position today to preach on secularism. Suresh Prabhu, if you'd like to join the debate, you can. Suresh Prabhu of the Shiv Sena also with us tonight. Suresh Prabhu. No, 1 second. Suresh Prabhu, please. Suresh Prabhu.
So this is...
1 second, please. Gaurav, everyone gets their say. Suresh Prabhu of the Shiv Sena.
So this is one of the rarest incidents in India's independent history, wherein more than 50,000 people had to live in transit camps in a weather which was so unfriendly. Many of them died, small children have died, and the government is claiming that there is nothing wrong. So the point I am saying is, see, this is something in Gujarat. We always keep talking about Gujarat as an example of how the communal riots flared up and how it caused a problem. But here, right under the nose of the UP government, wherein all the riot victims of all the communities have blamed the Uttar Pradesh government, Chief Minister and Netaji and others, for being directly involved by way of their act of omission and commission to have caused this type of a terrible situation for the people living in that area.
It's all right to blame others, but what about your own self? You see, Siddharth has no answer today, for example. And Sanjay Jha and Manoj Jha, I'm coming to you, to the two Mr. Jhas tonight. I'm not excluding you out, but Siddharth also knows that if I ask him a question on Yogi Adityanath, he will have no answer tonight. And Yogi Adityanath, in case our viewers are not aware, is the extremely commonly polarizing Bharatiya Janata Party MP who was arrested while the borders of Ayodhya and Faizabad were sealed by the Uttar Pradesh government as part of a crackdown on the proposed Sankalp Divas. This was the Vishwa Hindu Parishad call to observe Sankalp Divas in Ramsevakpuram of Ayodhya to take a resolve for launching a fresh agitation for rebuilding the Ram temple. Now, my question to Siddharth Nath Singh is the following. Siddharth, hear me clearly. Then Manoj Jha and Sanjay Jha will both respond to you. The least one would have expected, instead of deftly skirting the issue, Narendra Modi would tell the people at that rally whether he agrees with the local MP or disagrees with the local MP. The local MP wants to break the rules and start a fresh agitation on the Ram temple in utter disregard for all court orders and the position and the legal fight which is going on the subject. Why did Narendra Modi not tell the people of Gorakhpur what he thinks about what the Gorakhpur MP does? Answer that, Siddharth.
Well, Arnab, I think
yes,
little you understand, or I wouldn't say that. It's not fair to, on my part, to comment like that.
No, you can,
but
no problem.
Try and understand what is happening in. I don't want to be like other people, but just to show which is decency, let me just try to say, if you don't disturb me, allow me to speak. There is a communal flare-up which is happening by the state government.
No, what
in
is
Uttar Pradesh.
what is your view? What is your view on Yogi Adityanath's participation in a banned yatra? On Yogi Adityanath's active participation in these communally divisive rallies organized by the Vishwa Hindu Parishad? That's all. What is your take on it?
Well, that's for the VHP will answer, but still I'll answer.
No, but he's a BJP MP. He's not a VHP MP. He's a BJP MP. He's from Gorakhpur. Modi was in Gorakhpur today. Modi was in Gorakhpur today.
I'm answering your question and you will allow me. Arnab, allow me. I'm not ducking that question if you allow me. There was a VHP yatra which was on a vote bank politics basis, stopped by Samajwadi Party.
Did you take part in the yatra? Did you take part in the yatra?
Well, we were not asked to, it was not for us to go and join the yatra. There were only 200, 250 saints who were supposed to join, and Yogi Adityanath was part of that group to join that yatra.
Very convenient, so isn't it? Very convenient. I find that a convenient argument.
He didn't create a Muzaffarnagar.
The question I'm raising today
there were certain people who have been affiliated with VHP,
Mr. Siddharth Nath Singh,
the Ram Ayodhya Mandir, by asking,
Mr. Singh, I believe, Mr. Singh,
by asking somebody to have a mandir in Ayodhya of Ram. This country has to come out of it.
Mr. Singh,
there is a High Court judgment which says yes, Ram was born there. It's a matter of faith. Why do we always want to bring on a television channel the issue of Ram Mandir when we all are talking about development?
The Supreme Court of this country.
No, it's not a sanctity. It is not a sanctity. Try and understand. The issue
Mr. Siddharth Nath Singh, that matter is pending before the Supreme Court.
Wants to talk
and
about
the BJP takes this position that the High Court has decided the matter in favor of a particular community. Is the Supreme Court not the apex court of the country? Should we not wait for the verdict?
Well, it is pending in the apex court. Let it
Time and again, your leaders and VHP leaders.
There is a court which I am sure you would also like to respect and other members would like to respect, has said that the faith lies there, that the Ram was born there. So let's not quarrel about it. Let Supreme Court
give the knowledge, Mr. Siddharth Nath Singh, that is exactly the question which is pending before the Supreme Court. And the Supreme Court has ordered status quo.
No, Mr. Gaurav Bhatia.
So the High Court judgment does not prevail.
The issue is that you have not done development.
This is for your knowledge. I think because of ignorance you are making these statements. And it is
who says the issue is development? If the issue is development, if the issue is development,
let us debate development.
Oh, 1 second, we'll debate development. We'll debate development. We'll debate development, but is the issue development? Gentlemen,
Robertganj to Varanasi on a 80-kilometer stretch.
Is the issue
what the development you have done?
Now, gentlemen, 1 second. Hold your fire on development issue for a minute. Hold your fire on the development issue for a minute. Hold your fire on the development issue for a minute, Gaurav Bhatia, because I haven't finished with the communalism issue. Siddharth Nath Singh, stay focused. If you're having audio trouble, we'll correct it. Stay focused on the debate, Siddharth Nath Singh. Siddharth Nath Singh of the BJP says tonight on the Newshour debate, Sanjay and Manoj Jha, he says the issue is development, right? Development and only development. He says there is no covert strategy. He says it is not for any particular reason that I'm avoiding answering a question on Yogi Adityanath or that Modi does not speak on Yogi Adityanath. Though I don't know what Siddharth Nath Singh will say if I tell him that the RSS has been circulating a magazine which seemingly defends the two youth who killed a Muslim youth on the 30th of August, which was reportedly the trigger for the riots. I don't know then if Siddharth Nath Singh will say, I will take a position on that too, that I will criticize the RSS for doing that. I don't know. In fact, I think he can't hear me right now because of an audio problem, but I don't know whether he will take a position on that. Sanjay and Manoj Jha, let's get you into the debate. The BJP says Modi is fighting UP on development. Do you accept that line? Sanjay Jha first.
No.
Arnab. Okay.
Okay. Okay, Arnab, just a quick point. I mean, since we were talking about the Supreme Court and Siddharth Nath Singh was talking about governance, as was Mr. Modi in his speech today, it's very ironical that the Supreme Court today has passed an order on the Gujarat Revenue Minister called Anandiben Patel about the very arbitrary nature by which a certain corporate has been favored of crores of rupees. So I can tell you, if you add Anandiben Patel to Babubhai Bukharia to Purushottam Solanki, you get to know that India's prime ministerial candidate of the BJP is actually got serious corruption issues in the Gujarat government. I don't want to make too much comment on it.
I want to clarify. One second, I want to clarify. I just want to clarify. I want to make a clarification that we haven't got the audio link with Siddharth Nath Singh yet, because you are making points on the BJP, and lest the viewer gets an impression, Sanjay Jha, that your comments on the BJP, accusations of corruption against the Modi government are going unrebutted by the BJP spokesperson. It's only because he's not being able to hear you, but you can continue nevertheless. Yes, Sanjay.
Fair enough. Fair enough. No, I think I'm very glad you mentioned that. I think we should have a very fair and impartial debate.
Yeah.
And on the second point, it's very interesting, Arnab, that on Muzaffarnagar, I mean, both the Samajwadi Party as well as the BJP are taking such a self-righteous stance and blaming the other side, when the fact of the matter is that the state government knew there was escalating tension, and everybody knows that the BJP wanted a very serious consolidation of the Jat votes, for its own polarized ends. And nothing manifests that better than Mr. Modi's extraordinary and absolutely shocking silence on Muzaffarnagar. He hasn't said a word on the riots. He hasn't said a word on the relief camp deaths that have happened, for which the Samajwadi Party has a lot to explain for. And I think, a point that Gaurav made that should not be actually ignored, that in a state of Uttar Pradesh that has 37 million, minority community, basically the Muslims, and you have 20% of UP's population which are Muslims, the BJP finds one amongst 403 candidates to fight an election. I think it clearly tells you where this party comes from. And I think the BJP, as you rightly have got as your theme for the debate today, is playing for broke in UP because they want to polarize.
There were 600 candidates to be fielded. They only fielded 6 from the minority community. From 600 candidates, only 6 they could find who could represent their party. Is it not a cause of worry? Is it inclusive growth for other people in the country?
No.
Apart from the majority? I think it raises a big question mark on the BJP leadership.
Siddharth is back. Is it because, do I sense today, Siddharth is back. Do I sense today, Siddharth is back, I know you are back. Manoj, I'll come to you. Do I sense today, Gaurav, that you want to pin Narendra Modi down on Gujarat, on communalism and on religion, because you know that you have one of India's worst records on development? That in terms of your track record on actual performance, that in terms of your track record on actual performance, don't provoke me. But I can prove to you.
I will prove to you.
And I will prove to you.
Uttar Pradesh in the last 2 years has been exemplary.
I will prove to you.
Me my time.
Yes, but I will prove to you if that you are actually running away from the other issue of development, Gaurav, because you have India's worst record. You cannot compare to Gujarat.
On development.
You cannot compare to Gujarat. Right? In fact, if Gujarat is a developed...
Arnab, the starting points have to be the same for both the states. Please don't miss that. What you have to see is whether in the last 2 years the SP government has delivered on development or not. If the starting points are not the same, then you can't say the timing was different.
No, it's not starting point. It's the rate at which you're growing. Gaurav, get your facts right, please. Anyway, Siddharth wanted to respond to you on that. Siddharth,
SP government,
Siddharth,
how have we taken it towards the path of progress
Arnab,
in the last 2 years?
I missed
is the point. And I want
my dear colleagues, my adversaries' attack on BJP, because perhaps they must have said nothing else except to raise a communal bogey rather than talk about development. And The real issue they don't want to challenge, they don't want to
I have
debate.
raised an issue of corruption against the Modi government.
I'm sorry, the issue today
I have raised an
is
issue of
development,
corruption against Narendra Modi's government
and we need to talk about development. We need to talk about the farmers. We need to talk about the women. We need to talk about the employment in this country. If we are just going to harp, and let me say, all of us who are sitting on the channel of today and debating are not that old political mindset. We all are young people. Maybe not that young, but yes, we all are young people in political sense. Let us come out and not start with the rhetorics that we have been hearing for last 20 years. We must talk. Yes, if Uttar Pradesh needs development, then let's say how many roads per day, per kilometer you are building in Uttar Pradesh. What is the electricity that Uttar Pradesh has started providing in the last 2 years?
I will answer that.
Let's talk about the farmers.
If you permit me to.
No, 1 second. First of all, you know, this is not a... This is 1 minute. Gaurav, I told you one thing. Gaurav and Siddharth, first of all, 1 minute please. 1 minute please. Don't play a fixed match on Newshour. Both the BJP and the Samajwadi Party, I am humbly requesting you, please, I've said to Gaurav earlier, this is not a kabaddi match. I am now telling you, Gaurav, this is not a game of badminton either, where you keep putting the shuttlecock on the other side. Well, I want to know, Siddharth, from you.
Arnab,
No, from Siddharth, from you. No, Siddharth, from you, I want to know this. Because there is a growing suspicion that overt strategy is development. Covert strategy is felicitating riot-accused MLAs. Overt strategy is development. Covert, no, 1 minute, let me go. Covert strategy is allowing the RSS to circulate a magazine which actually defends the two people who involved in an incident which triggered the Muzaffarnagar riots. Overt strategy is development. Covert strategy is standing behind the VHP Yatra and raising the Ram Temple issue. What is your real strategy? Are you scared of saying these things in public?
Absolutely right. Absolutely right.
Are you scared of saying these things in public, Siddharth?
Arnab, can I answer without your interruption?
No, I am not going to interrupt you, but please answer. Please answer.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I think you have raised your question. It's a very valid question.